Before it can even stand, a peafowl chick enters a world already watching. In this dry scrubland, life begins in a shell barely stronger than paper, and danger wastes no time. Long before that first crack, survival starts with courtship. A male dazzles in colour and scale. But the future of the brood will rest on the quiet judgment of the female who chooses, builds, and stays. She shapes only a shallow hollow in the earth, lined with grass and leaves. Modest by design, it is less a fortress than a gamble hidden well enough, perhaps, to buy the next generation a chance. One egg becomes 2, then 3, then 5. From here on, her world narrows to patience, turning, warming, listening, and enduring the long stillness that every wild mother knows. Rain passes, heat returns, night leans close. Through it all, she holds her ground. In nature, devotion is not sentimental. It is labour, vigilance, and the refusal to leave too soon. At last, the eggs begin to answer back. A tremor, a hairline crack, then another. Inside each shell, tiny hearts are pushing against the dark with everything they have. The first chick breaks through wet, exhausted and astonishingly small, but hatching is not an ending. It is a debut performance in front of predators that have learned exactly what a nest means. A snake slips in on silence, drawn by heat, scent, and helplessness. The peahen does what mothers across the living world have done for ages. She makes her own. Body the wall between danger and her young. The attack breaks, and the brood survives the first test. By the time the down dries, there is no luxury of staying. A ground nest is safest only until it is found. Now the chicks must learn at once how to follow, how to freeze, how to read the flick of grass and the shadow overhead. Childhood in the wild is brief. The lessons come fast because the consequences do too. They peck clumsily at insects, miss more than they catch, and chase food with comic determination. It is one of nature's gentler truths that even survival has room for awkward beginnings. But the ground has ears, and the sky has eyes. Mongooses, civets, crows, kites each tests the family line from a different angle. And every close call sharpens the chicks a little more.
Crack, 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 peep, peep, crack, whoosh, crack, crack, peep.
A snake on the path, a hunter in the brush, a shape passing overhead, none of them need to succeed often. For the young, growing up is less a straight line than a series of narrow escapes. Weeks pass, legs lengthen, reactions quicken. The chick that once struggled free of its shell now begins to read danger for itself. That may be the closest thing the wild has to an education. Another rush from above sends the brood exploding into cover, Another ground chase scatters them through dust and thorn. The difference now is subtle, but important. Panic is giving way to instinct.
Keep close, chicks.
Beep, beep, beep.
Watch for food.
Pip, 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 pip.
Dry season presses hard, water shrinks, shade matters. Even a simple drink becomes a negotiation with risk, because every thirsty creature arrives with the same plan and not all of them come to sip. By the third month, the young bird is no longer merely surviving its mother's decisions. It is adding decisions of its own: when to halt, when to duck, when to run, when to hold. This how resilience is built in the natural world, not in safety and repetition. Trial after trial, the body remembers what fear tries to scramble. Near adulthood, the bird carries itself differently. The neck is longer, the stride surer, the pauses more deliberate. It has not conquered danger. It has simply learned to live with it wisely.